And thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of the program. It's a lens on maritime. Of course, this is where you get top stories making the rounds in the maritime sector. I'm your host, Brownson, Unwana. And of course, like we do every week, we go around the maritime sector, bringing you top stories making the rounds in the maritime sector. Now, it's few weeks to the end of the year. Now, most people will say months, maybe a month plus, but of course, we are looking at weeks. And in the remaining 7 to 8 weeks before the year runs out, we'll be giving scorecards of the performances of top government agencies in the maritime sector. Of course, that has to do with the Nigerian Shippers Council, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Nigerian Shippers Council, maybe even NAFDAC and so on, talking about Standard Organization of Nigeria. How have they performed in the port? The year review, of course, looking at that. Maybe one episode we'll look at some, and even some commands of the Nigerian Customs Service would be x-rayed on this program. So of course, you want to stay glued to the program from now to the end of the year to really see how these government agencies have performed. Now, first, let's take a very quick break, and when we come back, we'll be letting you into top stories trending in the maritime sector this week. So don't go away.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clearing documentation of you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Maritime Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Maritime Agencies Limited, we offer the best of customs services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Maritime Agencies Limited, 2nd floor Ofimo House, Plot 6 Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on maritimeagencies@gmail.com. Maritime Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
At International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS, we provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving from demurrage.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
Come talk to us today at 7A Ibikunle Akintoye Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081-6227-1120, 081-2763-3510, or you can send us an email, info@iscslimited.com. For more information, visit our website, www.iscslimited.com. ISCS, more than logistics. Age of carrying paperwork about in the port in a bid to clear cargo will soon be a thing of the past. Customs Area Controller, the Port and Terminal Multi-Service Limited (PTML) Controller Suleiman Bomai has urged freight forwarders to embrace technology and key into Nigerian custom automation process in a bid to align with the federal government ease of doing business policy. Controller Suleiman Bomai says the Nigerian Customs Service has automated 60% of its operations, adding that the 21st century custom operations are fully digitalized and can only get better. Bomai informed that in recent times, the service has been initiating new products to simplify clearing process, such as trying to upgrade from the exact fast track regime to the fast track 2.0, reintroduction of scanners, among others.
The whole idea of e-custom is, including the enforcement, it should be e-enforcement. Everything is e. So the mere fact that you are saying vehicles will not, no. The idea here is, as the consignment is coming from the vessel, no matter its content, even if it's diplomatic, first of all, it must pass through the scanning before stacking area. Yeah. Then if that particular consignment is going on maybe transit to Ghana, already the scanner has now gathered the pictorial If we want, we can now send now the information forward ahead of the container arriving in Kano. Every container, every consignment that is coming in before stacking, before moving into the terminal for stacking, must first and foremost go through the scanning process. So the idea of saying vehicle, even the vehicle, we have discovered vehicles carrying arms now. What are you talking about? We are not after even the, we are first of all after the security of the country. You see that if we are trying to now upgrade from extant fast track to fast track 2.0, what we are saying, if you don't know the implication, if you are on one product, you carry this product without examination to your place. Use it. We are not even going to follow this follow-up that we are doing now in the present fast track. No. We will only write you whenever we want to audit you, probably twice a year. And what we are auditing, we are auditing the commercial documents, end-to-end commercial documents. That's all. And we encourage so many of you to tell your clients, these are big clients, those of you who have big clients, to key in, especially manufacturers. So we reduce the volume of the impact here in the port. The port is not a place for storage, it's a place. Despite the VIN valuation, which is a success story, the success story, yes, initiated by you, we agree, but the success story is now all of us. But still, we have some little gaps. The gaps are here. Today, some of the agents do now capitalize on some of these gaps now and do what we call valuation outside. For God's sake, something that we have forgotten so many years back. Today, somebody will go and forge and say he is doing valuation outside and bring it. It's sad. It's unfortunate. So, by the special grace of God, the non-standard will equally be automated. But what I expect from you and from the Nigerian Customs Service in the field is the feedback. We are not saying we are perfect, no. But we have the data, the feedback back to our policymakers to look at the impact of a policy.
The founder of National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAF, Dr. Boniface Anyebonam, has blamed the continuous importation of damaged vehicles into the country on economic hardship and the quest for the citizens to have access to cheap and affordable cars. Dr. Anyebonam, in a chat with journalists in Lagos, revealed that not all damaged vehicles are considered accidental vehicles by the Nigerian Customs Service. He noted that before a vehicle can be considered an accidental vehicle, the chassis must be affected, broken, or damaged, and in some cases, a salvage certificate issued.
Those who might be bringing in accidental vehicle with an intent to cheat. The cheating I'm talking about here is the revenue due to the government. If you are familiar and conversant with custom procedures in terms of revenue collection, if you bring in an accidented vehicle, there are criteria for customs to adjudge that very car. Otherwise, you may be surprised to know that what you think might be accidented vehicle may not be accidented vehicle, just a way of smuggling, wherein anybody can remove the fenders, remove the bonnet, or even cut the roof off and say it's accidented. You are free to do that. But here we are. The custom will make sure they look out for those things that qualify you or qualify that car to be an accidental car. One, the chassis must be affected. If the chassis of that car is not affected, if you talk from now to tomorrow, the custom is not interested. They will value the car as if nothing has happened. The other aspect of it is there's a particular document you have to get to show actually that that car is accidented. That will enable custom to take appropriate action in terms of granting you a kind of waiver, maybe 30% of the value of the car, if actually custom confirm that it is accidented.
Dr. Bonham, who is also the founder of the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, says removing car doors or any part of the vehicle by an importer is an act of smuggling, with the aim of invading adequate duty payments to the government.
So then, you see, I've defined smuggling for you. That what these people are doing, they are basically smugglers. And if you understand what smuggling is all about, when you make wrong description, when you, yes, whether importers, but when you make a wrong description of what you have, when you falsely declare what you have.
Dr. Bonham also called on the government to build a sustainable transportation system in Nigeria.
I still insist that sometimes government must listen when people are making contributions. We have advocated for a very long time and sustained that advocacy that as long as Nigeria do not have a developed transport system, then transport is not luxury here. It is a necessity. How do we create opportunity for improvement on transportation means? And then create opportunity for people to make choice. And then save the exchange, the forex that we are, dissipating. And we advocated and advised government that to deal with issues of forex, let us do it in a manner that the older a vehicle is, the higher rate of duty. The newer a vehicle is, the lower rate of duty. And when you do this, you strike a balance. One choice. It's left for you to make the choice of buying a newer vehicle and paying a less custom duty, or buying an old vehicle and pay a higher rate of duty.
The national president of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAF, High Chief Tochukwu Ezisi, paid a courtesy visit to the Port and Terminal Multi-Service Limited, PTML Custom Command, and the management team of the terminal to introduce the association's new chapter executive to the command and the management team of the terminal. Chief Tochukwu Ezisi, after a closed-door meeting with the terminal management team, assured its members that the issue of access card has been resolved. He also said the volume of work will determine the number of access card issued.
And at the same time, we'll still bring to them the complaints of the freight forwarders, which basically is on access cards, which the Deputy Managing Director has responded to and promised to do needful to that effect. Managing Director made it clear. He made it clear, show me proof of your jobs, I will increase your card. You don't just come and say you need 10 and they give 10. Show me proof of volume of job, they'll increase your access card. And I think he's right. He answered it all, he said it all, so there's nothing wrong about it.
The Custom Area Controller, PTML Command Controller Suleiman Bomai, while receiving the National Executive Officers led by President Ezisi and Chapter Executive of NAGAF, charged freight forwarders to embrace the benefits of automation in the supply chain as customs automation system has come to stay.
For assurance, I am telling you, the whole idea of e-custom is, including the enforcement, it should be e-enforcement. Everything is e. So the mere fact that you are saying vehicles will not, no. The idea here is, as the consignment is coming from the vessel, no matter its content, even if it's diplomatic, first of all, it must pass through the scanning before stacking area. Yeah. Then if that particular consignment is going on maybe transit to Kano, already the scanner has now gathered the pictorial If we want, we can now send the information forward ahead of the container arriving in Kano. Every container, every consignment that is coming in before stacking, before moving into the terminal for stacking, must first and foremost go through the scanning process. So the idea of saying vehicle, even the vehicle, we have discovered vehicles carrying arms now. What are you talking about? We are not after even the, we are first of all after the security of the country. It is when the country is secure. International trade must be safe and secure. If the international trade is not safe and secure, we would be here, all of us.
Yeah, I am on a familiarization visit to PTML command. Like you can see, we just finished with the customs. I've been to customs to see the CAC and the principal officers, and we had a very good session. I commend the CAC. He's a teacher. He's grounded in the business, and I was able to tell him our challenges. He responded. So, and at the end of the day, we charted a way out for the interest of the freight forwarders.
The controller also issued a plaque souvenir to NAGAF's national president.
It quickly reminds you that you were when we are in PTML on the 8th of November 2022. Please do accept this souvenir as a token on behalf of the customs, the CGC, Nigerian Customs Service, Colonel Hamid Ibrahim Ali, retired. Thank you.
Brownson, Unwana, for Nigerian Maritime TV. Shippers have linked the continuous rise in the price of commodities in the market to the unfair demurrages incurred by shippers due to the unfair and unnecessary delays to exit already cleared cargo from the port gate by the Nigerian Port Authority, NPA. Shippers say after loading the trucks on getting to the exit gate, they will be turned back, insisting they are not passing trucks at the time. Some shippers who spoke exclusively to Nigerian Maritime TV confirmed that when the container is cleared and loaded in the trucks, it takes additional days before it eventually exits the port, thereby forcing the importers to pay additional storage charges to the terminal operators.
You get me? So I believe it takes some time for you to get your port pass, even after application. It takes some time for you to get your port pass after application. Therefore, stopping some of our staffs, you understand, so to gain access to the platform, like after clearing process. So loading should be the most minor thing to do in the industry. You get me? So after clearing your cargo, you get me? So it's either they say they are waiting for call-up and all that. So if eventually you want to introduce something, you get me? So you should at least know the impact, so both negative and positive impact. If eventually the negative side is more than the positive side, you understand, you have to readjust. You get me? So and find a better way. So in order for us to at least achieve something better, you get me? Because whatever that happens here, you understand, it definitely affects everyone. Definitely affect everyone. So I believe the Shippers Council also have to work hand in hand with other associations. The Shippers Council have to work hand in hand with MPA. They have to call so many things to order. You get me? So delay. You get me? So as far as it's not coming from, because basically even while you deliver your container, shipping company still leads. You understand? So that's why many a times you see a consignment, a consignee name owning a shipping line. So because the time of dropping the empty, you get the time of loading. So if it takes you 2 days, 3 days to load, you get me? So they still count, so the charges. So I believe if it can be introduced that after writing your TDO, you understand, so they give you a maximum of 2 days to load your container, your consignment. So
the shippers have also called on the Nigerian Shippers Council to synergize with the Nigerian Port Authority NPA to bring this to an end.
The Shippers Council also have to work hand in hand with other associations. The Shippers Council have to work hand in hand with MPA. They have to call so many things to order. You get me? So
International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS. We provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving from damage.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
Come talk to us today at 7A Ibikunle Akintoye Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081 6227 1120, 081 2763 3510, or you can send us an email info@iscslimited.com. For more information, visit our website www.iscslimited.com. ISCS, more than logistics.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clearing documentation of you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Emalen Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Emalen Agencies Limited, we offer the best of customs services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Emalen Agencies Limited, 2nd floor of Fimo House, Plot 6 Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091 616 78740 or send us an email on emalenagencies@gmail.com. Emalen Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
The Association of Registered Freight Forwarders Nigeria, RF, has charged its members to be problem solvers in the port for its members, obey all government regulations, and put the interest of the association first in carrying out their daily activities. This charge was made at the inauguration of the Tinkan Chapter Escos of the association by the national executive members, who took turns to advise the Tinkan Chapter executives to be result-oriented and seek dialogue with government agencies in the port in resolving issues for their members in the chapter.
Am I saying, let us try as much as possible to be committed to the cause. Because when you come to a chapter, there is no activity. That means there is a lacuna. There are nobody in that chapter to work. So let us understand the whole essence of this. It's a very important. I've done it myself at the chapter level, and I know what it is.
Frequent visitation to custom settings, the CAC, the terminal heads, the OC enforcement, and the rest. RF must be pronounced. When you have your job, approach them. Whatever that is obtainable for other head associations is obtainable to us. We are registered with the same law. So let us always do it.
The newly inaugurated chairman, Tinkan Chapter, Chinedu Ukachukwu, while speaking with journalists, pledged to be a good ambassador for the association and ensure members within the Tinkan Chapter have a smooth workflow within his jurisdiction.
Without wasting time, I think by God's grace, I want to add more strength to my predecessor, and other ideas we have will come on board. Say between now and the next 3 months, I believe people will see a different dimension will take the association to. By creating that awareness and constant visitation to customs, we have to announce ourselves. We have to be equipped. We must ensure we have stakeholders meeting with customs and other relative agencies.
On his part, the National Secretary called on all members from the national and chapters to take advantage of the training program by the Council for Regulation of Freight Forwarding in Nigeria, CRFFN, in partnership with Redeemers University to advance the knowledge of the profession.
Those of them who have not benefited from the ongoing training here, that they should do quick to benefit. because currently there's an ongoing, capacity building program, certificate program in freight forwarding, being anchored by Redeemers University on behalf of CRFFN. So we're encouraging all our members to go through this training and progress. And we have even made it a condition. If you don't go through this training, it will be difficult for you to be, given any position or responsibility in future.
In 080-322-66692 is the number to call, and of course we'll be there to cover that event or incident in the port or even within the corridors of the port. And also don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, especially our YouTube channel, Nigeria Maritime TV, and of course subscribe to be ahead of all your peers as far as news in the maritime sector is concerned. My name is Brownson Unwana on behalf of the production crew. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.